My name is George Naifo. I'm a California Intercontinental doctoral student. This is part of the course MGT 660 Strategic Entrepreneurship, and our professor is Dr. Balak Baxi. And this is a presentation on GOBPO Inc. What is GOBPO Inc.? It is a business process outsourcing setup to improve the quality of service that customers get from their organizations they deal with. What that means is that GOBPO Inc. is to take over the customer service functions of many organizations, deal with the customers on behalf of those organizations by giving a world-class customer service. So in essence, GOBPO Inc. is an intermediary between those companies offering the services and the customers, why they get quality service or concentrate on the core business. GOBPO Inc. take part of their processing by handling the customer service part of it. So GOBPO Inc. is set up in the format of the C-Class Incorporated organization like you have in the US. And how does the idea arise? The idea came up because of the burning desire to help Africa grow. So GOBPO Inc. will be incorporated in Nigeria, which is the biggest economy in Africa, one of the biggest countries in Africa, to help customers and allow those companies concentrate on their core businesses. So that's where the needs arise, and it is to improve customer service experience. What is the mission statement? To create unbeatable customer experience seamlessly. The vision is to provide world-class customer experience through the provision of insanely great customer services to our esteemed clients, and to provide an innovative 24/7 customer service that will create competitive advantage to our clients. Now, what is the justification for Nigeria? Why Nigeria? Well, first of all, Nigeria is the largest country in Africa with more than 200 million people. The median age is about 18.1. Official language is English. Very attractive, to global clients. The cost effective, very cost effective. I mean, even more cost effective than what obtains in India and the Philippines, where most of the business processing outfits goes now. There's also increased investment in broadband and technology infrastructure in recent times. And the foreign exchange is also very good because the rate of the local currency, the naira to the dollar, it's almost about 1,500. So for every dollar I make there, actually it's 1,500 of the local currency. That's a huge advantage and huge encouragement to invest in such a place. So in addition to that, there's over 500,000 new graduates that's coming out from the university every year. It's flexible, the trainable workforce is available. Government also provided in recent times tax incentive for ICTs and tech-enabled startup. There's development of innovative hubs. There's also ICT parks. It's attractive to global business, and it's growing and it's continuing to grow. And the population is growing at an alarming rate, very high percentage growth in the population now. Nigeria has more than 500 billion in terms of their GDP right now, and it's still growing. And there's a lot of investment opportunities. So what stage is GOBPO Inc. at this point? It's still a very early revenue stage, and we are trying to ensure that we'll continue to grow. So what we have right now is we did what I call projected revenues, and then we realized that the plan is to grow the number of agents taking the calls and servicing the account by 50 every year. So year one, we're starting with 500 agents. The second year, we'll go to 150 agents, 200 and 250, so on and so forth. We realized that from the calculations we did, the company will break even on the fourth year or close to the fourth year. So breaking will be on the fourth year, and by the fourth year we'll start making profit. But the first 3 years is going to be a lot of sacrifice, and we need effective management. So the chart will come in this form, which is the GOBPO Inc. The break-even chart will be in this form. So you see around $576,000 of revenue will be, that's where we'll be able to have a cost, we'll be meeting the revenue. So going from then on is going to be profit all the way. Who are the team responsible for this? Myself, George Onaifo, will be the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer. By then, I would able to have completed my doctorate, so doctorate in entrepreneurship and business management, with more than 20 years of dealing with such a similar business in Canada and the US. Dr. Valentine is also an information technology expert. Barrister Akube will be the one who will be in charge of the legal compliance and the law. He has had 25 years experience in Nigeria law practice. Engineer Esosa Stanley is also very strong knowledge person in terms of engineering, electronics, and electrical. So will manage all our lines, the voice over IP and all that is used. And lastly will be Danabet Dausa, who will be in charge of the finance and administration. Danabet is a chartered accountant with over 15 years experience. So what financing is required? The first few months we need to pay rent and utilities, employee salaries and benefits, marketing, advertising, insurance, maintenance, subscription services, etc., and all that. So we propose that we need about 270,000 US to be able to get the company afloat. So these funds will be used for infrastructure, recruitment, training, marketing, and operations. And project that the return on investment will be around 8 years, and the break even will be around 4 years. So there's a strategy we also look at. For example, if we have challenges and it doesn't go as planned, we could have this company acquired by bigger organizations. For example, Alorica in the US and other bigger organizations. We could do an initial public offering. We could also do dividend-based benefits also. So the tip there is to be smart, to plan for 6 to 12 months of operating expenses. In that way, we ensure that there will be stability in the revenue build-ups. So the funding strategy will start first with bootstrapping. What is that? Savings from the owners. Usually, a lot of people start pitching in when they see there's some kind of direction for the companies. Nobody want to put money in the company they are not sure. So we start with ourselves, putting more money together. So savings from the owners of the business, the board of directors, members, and all those who are involved in the startup will do some bootstrapping, put some money together, start with. That will also allow us to start lean operations without wasting money. And there will be no loss of control. We are still fully in control. It also encourages efficiency, similar to what MailChimp did. After about 6 months, we look at equity financing, which means we'll be able to have access to large equity amount. There will be, because we are taking it from the equity, there will be no payment obligations and possible methods and contact like what LB&B did. So the risk and mitigation is one of the biggest risks is infrastructural deficits in Nigeria. There are not a lot of the electricity is still very, very epileptic. So we intend to provide go solar or have some other facilities to give us energy. There's also the regulatory problems in terms of bureaucratic bottleneck. So what we intend to do, we have legal partnership that will take care of the compliance and advocacy, and they will ensure that we are able to meet those requirements. So the conclusion is this: we are ready. There's call to action. GOBPO Inc. is ready. Are you ready? Please, if you are, partner with us. as we lead Africa's next big outsourcing revolution. If you can reach out to me, jojo94 at jojo94@yahoo.com, 1514-887-3722. I want to thank you very much for your audience and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.